What's up, Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers? Embrace the power of the doodle. Okay, so I worked on the bones marker and the motion marker a little, and I just wanted to show you what's up. So I just added some depth. I just got this snail. This is a snail sticker made by a player for Terrain Week. And so what I did is I added some depth, and now I'm going to show you what happens when you add a bone. So what I would go do is I go back here to the main area and I will choose, let's see, I'm going to have to choose the bones marker. So here's the bones marker. And once I choose the bones marker, I can just select some items to kind of add some bones here, right? So that's step one. And then I can choose the motion marker. And once I deselect, now you see kind of like the bone kind of creating some animation effect here. And then here's the motion marker. So I can just kind of draw a line somewhere of where it's going to move around. And I'm just going to do a simple round circle. Okay. And once I deselect the motion marker, it'll actually start. So there you go. And here's a simple thing of what it does. So that would be something where it could cycle around and you could have these little items that you create that move around and that animate and move. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know what's confusing. Let me know if you have any suggestions or any concerns of this. But that's what I have so far, and I will think about ways to improve that. Now, on to Ask CCH. Okay, Wolf Hearts asks, do you like animals? If so, add animals in the forest, please. Yeah, I think animals are cool, and I would love it if I could doodle a horse or have someone else provide a horse space and I make it and it turns into something that I could ride. So I would love that. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. If you have any suggestions on how to do that, let me know. Avi asks, will there be more projects? Also, will there be an update for the virtual world? Yes, I'm working on more project ideas, but it'll be through the virtual world. It won't be necessarily inside Doodle Club itself unless you have any suggestions, and you can let me know of any suggestions. Someone suggested a personality quiz project. Let me know what you think of that. Flower, Phlower, asks, did you expect that Chroma Club would have so many players as it does now? Um, you know, I'm just going to do my best. I don't want to really talk about players at this point because I think that's not the right thing to focus on for me at this point. I just need to do my best for the general idea and see where it goes. Unknown asks, have you heard of the what in tarnation meme? No, I haven't. But maybe I'll look it up right after this. The Fluffy Swirl, Never Trust a Fox, asks, what's your opinion on Starbucks? What's the bird's opinion on Starbucks? What about Starbucks? Peace. I think Starbucks is a cool place. It's a very nice and amazing place for me to sometimes just go and sit down and write stuff and do work. I think I've really abused that place because I've spent hours at that place sometimes and just buy one little thing. So I'm actually trying to, and then I also realized that it's not a constructive place for me to come up with kind of the prototype ideas and kind of the game design for making kind of really unique games. And so, sure, I'll go there when I need to kind of break out of a little lull or kind of need to break out of a routine. Or if I need to write some stuff down and, just kind of get a little energy, sure, I'll go there. But for the most part now I'm trying to actually avoid most public spaces so I can just focus and come up with creative ideas. And so right now I'm actually in a hotel just isolated and focusing on those remaining, what is it now? Like it's almost 35 days. What is it? Yeah, it's going to be about 35 days left so that I can finish this and do a really amazing job. So yeah, Starbucks has its place. The birds, I think I actually tried to feed them some Starbucks stuff once. I don't know if they actually liked it. That's a good experiment. Maybe I will buy some Starbucks stuff and feed it to the birds, and we'll see what they think about Starbucks. So thanks for the suggestion. Deary asks, is it possible to have another layout change where it puts more focus on competitions like Doodle of the Day or Story of the Day? Honestly, this layout doesn't really make those features stand out, which is sad since that used to be my favorite thing to see the first time I got this app. Look, here's the thing. The thing about Story of the Day and Doodle of the Day is that actually the 99% of the players who don't win it feel really bad. So I don't really want to have competitions drive this game. It should be more about positive creativity rather than, okay, I didn't get on story of the day or doodle of the day, so now I feel bad. So I understand there's some benefits to it, but for now I think I'm going to avoid it. Um, the Godly Girl plus Wonder Woman and Captain America fangirl asks, DCH, do you have an opinion on Barbie? I mean, like her new curved, petite, and tall ones instead of the perfect Barbies? If you don't want to answer that question, I'll give you another one. What book do you most recommend reading? Okay, well, first of all, in regards to Barbie, honestly, I cannot relate to that. I think times are changing, and there's a lot of new stuff out there that I think really resonate with young girls more so than looking at Barbies. So, is Barbie still popular? You let me know. I know it's definitely known, but I think there are new things that are coming out that are even more popular. So you let me know. Now, the other question is what books do you recommend reading, or what book? I would say, honestly, as a young person, it would be really useful to read up on all the like super famous people throughout history. A lot of them have written their own autobiographies, and at the very least, you get to get their insights and perspectives on what was interesting. So, for example, Thomas Edison, there's a biography on him, and you just read about it and you're like, wow, that's the reason why he is so unique. You know, you look at the habits that he's had, they're unique. Henry Ford wrote an autobiography, really interesting. You read that, you would get a totally different perspective than what I've seen most people have in this world. And then there's Ben Franklin, a person who helped found this country. And you read his autobiography, and he's got some amazing habits or ideas or perspectives in there that if you even practice those just for a little bit, you will be a totally different human being. So, and probably a better human being. So, I think I would recommend that. But I think the one book, and by the way, sometimes books are dangerous because it takes away the learning. Because sometimes when you learn it on your own, it's so much more valuable because you internalize it. But I'll tell you one book. If you read it, then I'll tell you the actual, I would say, best book that I would suggest reading. And that book is called Think and Grow Rich. So if you read that book, it was written by someone like 70 or 80 years ago. It's still a bestseller. It's one of those kind of timeless things I think that's really going to last a while. You read it. I think you are the one that wants to make that kind of like popular book. And I think this book might actually inspire you or give you insights on how to do that. So that's what I would recommend. What book do you recommend I read? Okay, next question. Rose underscore the animatronic underscore Fox asks, are you going to add day and night to the virtual world? That would be so cool. Don't forget to keep calm and doodle on. We do have day and night in the doodle world, actually. So check it out. Look, it's night here. So we actually have it. Thanks for the suggestion. And feel free to offer other suggestions for the doodle world. Finally, La Fonda asks, what will the next coin code be? The next coin code is Easter 1000. So you can use that as your coin code. Hope you enjoy it. And finally, Michaela414 says nothing. Great way to end this. That's it for now. Take care and embrace the power of the doodle.